How is personal health information protected for telehealth lab orders? Imagine you're sitting comfortably at home, talking to your doctor online and ordering a lab test. It sounds simple, right? But behind the scenes, a lot of work goes into keeping your private health details safe. When you use telehealth to order lab tests, your personal health information like your name, birth date, test results, and medical history must stay private and secure. This is where strict rules and technology come into play. The main law that protects your health information in the United States is called the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act. It sets clear standards for how healthcare providers and telehealth platforms must handle your data. These rules requiring that any platform you use for virtual care must have strong security measures. For example, the technology should be encrypted, which means your data is scrambled so only authorized people can read it. This encryption often uses a standard called advanced encryption, standard 256-bit, making it very difficult for hackers to access your information. When you log into your telehealth account, you usually need to use a secure login. This might mean creating a strong password and sometimes entering a code sent to your phone. This extra step is called multi-factor authentication and helps make sure only you can access your health data. Inside the platform, access is limited based on roles. So, your doctor can see all your health details, but a lab technician only sees what they need to do their job. Telehealth companies also sign a special agreement called a business associate agreement with healthcare providers. This legally binds the company to follow privacy laws and protect your information. When you order a lab test online, your provider sends the order electronically to a lab. The lab processes your sample and sends results back through the same secure system. Throughout this process, your data is protected by the same privacy rules that apply to in-person visits. If you are young and using telehealth, it's especially important to be cautious. Always use a private space for your virtual visits and avoid public Wi-Fi networks. Make sure you are using the official app or website recommended by your healthcare provider. Look for websites with, in the address and a lock icon, which shows the site is secure. Be careful when sharing health information over email or text, and only do so if you know it is encrypted and approved by your provider. If something goes wrong and your information is exposed, the provider can face serious penalties. More importantly, your privacy could be compromised, leading to risks like identity theft or embarrassment. That's why choosing a reputable, HIPAA-compliant platform is so important. Besides the main law called HIPAA, other rules like those from the Federal Trade Commission also help protect your privacy. Some states have their own privacy laws that might give you extra protection, especially if the service isn't fully covered by federal rules. When you order lab tests through telehealth, your provider sends the order electronically to a lab. The lab then processes your sample and sends the results back through the same secure system. This entire process is designed to keep your information safe, just like in a traditional doctor's office. Young people often use technology daily, so it's easy to assume that all platforms are safe. But not all are equally secure. Always check that your telehealth provider uses HIPAA-compliant tools. If you're unsure, ask your provider how they protect your data. During emergencies like the COVID-19 pandemic, some privacy rules were relaxed to make care easier. But normally, strict privacy standards are followed. Even when rules are relaxed, providers are expected to use reasonable safeguards to protect your information. Using telehealth to order lab tests makes managing your health more convenient. But it's your right to know your information is protected. Always choose secure platforms, keep your login details private, and speak up if something doesn't seem right. Your health information is private, and you have the right to keep it that way.